Hey guys, Reginald Duck here, back today with another deck profile. So since Toad went to 2 on the latest list, I thought I might as well do a Paleo deck profile. I've played the deck quite a lot, you should really enjoy it. I found you do miss the third Toad occasionally, but it doesn't come up as much, so 2 is adequate to play the deck. So let's get into it. So for the main deck, I've got 3 copies of Swap Frog. It's the best starter, it's just a Toad on its own essentially, as long as you've got a water to discard. Really fantastic. It's the card you want to see, but it's the card you never open. 3 copies of Dupe Frog. It's really good at locking out your opponent, though it does miss timing if it's destroyed by basically anything, which is rubbish. 2 copies of Ronin Toadin. Really fantastic card. It's not once per turn, so it is actually broken. Helps you go for like Link 4 plays, later on in the game. And the last 2 monsters, I'm playing 2 Gamma Seal, because this deck does struggle to out Dragoon, so I thought I'd play 2 of this, and obviously it's a water, you can discard it for Swap Frog. Also it's an Aqua, so it comes up a bit. The spells, got 1 copy of Scapegoat. I think this really adds a lot of power to the deck, and just as a cheeky one, you can just sack people with this. 1 Upstart, because you really want to be able to get to your Swap Frog, because no Swap Frog, no win. Into the traps, got 3 copies of Olenoids. It's probably the best one. Obviously they've all got the effect that they come back, from the grave when you activate a trap, but this one destroys a spell or trap, so it's actually an equal in card advantage, which is rare for a Paleo. They're all -1s usually. Got 3 copies of Canadia. It's essentially a Book of Moon, so it is a neg 1, but it's still a very good neg 1. And obviously it comes back from the grave, which is where it goes equal. 1 copy of Dino-Miscus. I really don't like this card that much in the deck. I feel you want to be able to set all your hand instead of keeping one back just for this. But I do play the 1 copy. And 2 counter traps, got 3 Judgment. It's pretty self-explanatory, you don't want to get blown out with an evenly matched Lightning Storm or a Duster, so 3 Judgment. 3 copies of Strike. Again, really great counter trap, just helps prevent any problem cards. You can just get rid of summons, whatever you need. Then onto that's continuous trap, 3 copies of Crackdown. I think it's really great. Just a good way to sort of end certain turns, just like Salad for example, just steal the normal summon, and a lot of times it just ends the turn. 3 copies of Trap Trick. I'm playing a very big Trap Trick engine, so I'm playing a lot of 2-of traps, so this is really great. I'm also siding a few traps for it, so 3 Trap Trick. 2 Impermanence. There's a lot of traps in this deck, so I want to be able to cycle through a lot of them with Trap Trick, so just the 2 Imperms. 2 Dusters. I'm playing this over Harpy's Feather Duster in the main, because I've already got a lot of back row removal anyway. You can chain Paleos to this, and obviously you can search off Trap Trick, so I'm playing 2 Duster. 2 Dimensional Barrier, another way of out in a Dragoon, just sort of negates an entire board, and obviously stops things coming out as well. 2 Compulse, again just for the Trap Trick, really great removal. And lastly, got 1 copy of Imperial Order. Again, really great card. I'm only playing 2 spells anyway, so you just want to be able to blow your opponent out with this. So sometimes you just flip this and your opponent will instantly scoop, so really great card. Onto the extra deck. He's back. 2 copies of Toad. 1 just wasn't enough to play the deck. 2. Sometimes you run out, but obviously they can recycle themselves, so 2 is enough. 1 copy of Opabenia. It comes up rarely. I tend to just go Toad, 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 but this comes up occasionally. An Amalekris. Again, it's probably better than Opabenia. It comes up more, but it is harder to make, so it's worth playing 1 of. 1 copy of Ultimate Falcon, so as you probably guessed with the Trap Trick we are playing Waking the Dragon, so 1 Ultimate Falcon. Then for the Scapegoat we're playing a Linkaribo, a Security Dragon. It's really great because you can just like get a co-link then bounce a card as you're climbing into a Link 4. And then got 2 copies of Mistar Boy. Obviously not for the Scapegoat, but just play 2 of this because it's really strong and it's an aqua and a water, so it's got a lot of synergy with the deck. 1 IP also comes up with a scapegoat. If you don't need co-link for the security dragon, you can just make your guy like unable to be destroyed by card effects. You can make, like, you know, for example, an Avramax that can't be destroyed by card effects. That's really hard to out. 1 Phoenix again comes up sometimes, and you can co-link it with a security dragon to draw a card. 1 Unicorn, just really fantastic removal. Can't really complain, really great card. 1 Avramax. This is really good at sort of outing Dragoon, because if they do negate and destroy it, then you can just still spin the Dragoon, which is really good. 1 Boral Sword for closing out games. And then lastly, just 1 Exterio. Again, waking the dragon target. Onto the side deck, got 2 copies of Rivalry of Warlords. I've found this is actually a lot better than Gozen, even though it limits me a bit more, because everything's dark these days, but they're not all the same type. So Rivalry, a lot of my guys are all aqua, even the Kaijus are aqua, not that it really comes up, but you know. So 2 Rivalry. Got 3 copies of Waking the Dragon, because you don't want to get blown out by any of them power cards, and you can essentially get this from deck, you know, with the trap trick, whenever you need it. 3 copies of Evenly Matched, really great card for going second, just breaks boards. 1 Duster, again, breaks boards. 3 Dark Ruler, helps, you know, just stop any negations before you evenly them. 2 Kaijus, and lastly, just the 1 Pancratops, really great for going second. And of course, for the scapegoat, you got 4 incredible tokens that I made myself, you know, just drew around them in marker. So this has been my Paleo deck profile. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.